The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Oh, here come the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion. And it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right. Welcome live to DGF High School here in Glyndon, Minnesota. We are getting ready for the home opener for the DGF Rebels today. It's a non-conference, non-section matchup with the Detroit Lake Lakers. And for those tuning in from Detroit Lakes, cheering on the Lakers, we welcome you into the broadcast. We also welcome in the Rebels fans watching on Magnitude Sports. Or maybe you're a Rebels or Lakers fan watching on the DGF YouTube channel. We have the simulcast going over there as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's the Dean Family Dentistry pregame show live here on the Magnitude Sports Network. It's the first game of the season for both of these teams. Last year, the Detroit Lake Lakers out of Section 8 AAA in the Mid-State Conference finished with an overall record of 23 wins and 5 losses. They were 5-0 in Section 8 AAA play, 4-1 in the Mid-State Conference play, 5-3 when playing on the road. They were 9-2 on a neutral court, and they were undefeated at 9-0 when playing at home last season, the Lakers were. They finished the season with a QRF ranking of 141.1. They finished 12 out of 61 in their class and 55 out of 404 teams in the state. They would start the season with a 3-0 sweep over the DGF Rebels back on August 30th, so 1 day shy of 1 year ago today. And then they would have, like I said, they only suffered 5 losses the entire season. 4 of those losses coming in the regular season, with the first one against the Moorhead Spuds on the road in Moorhead on Monday, September 19th. And then also a 3-0 loss to a very good Pequot Lakes team last year. That was another road game. And then on another road game, they would fall in a 5-set thriller against the Bemidji Lumberjacks on October 13th. They would end the season in the Fergus Falls tournament with a 2-0 loss to Pequot Lakes once again. They would sweep through the Section AAA playoffs with 3-0 sweeps over St. Cloud Apollo and Sauk Rapids Rice, and then a 3-2 win against Alexandria in the Section AAA championship game that was played at the Hive in Perham. After that, they would advance to the Xcel Energy Center to play in the state tournament. They would drop a 5-set close one on Wednesday, November 9th to Kaysen Manorville. But then after that, they'd bounce back with a pair of wins and a pair of sweeps, 3-0 over Monticello and Matomidi on Friday and Saturday, November 11th and November 12th. So they would finish the state tournament with a win, unfortunately not in the winner's bracket, thanks to a close loss to in that opening round of the state tournament. But you can't ask for anything better than to end your season on a win, especially if that win happens in the state tournament. So a great team last year, and we'll see what they bring to the table this year here, the Detroit Lake Lakers do against the DGF Rebels. The DGF Rebels, last year they finished 10-20, playing out of Section 8 AA, the Heart of Lakes Conference. They were 6-6 in Section 8 AA. 2-4 in HOL conference play, 5-7 on the road, 5-7 on neutral court. They did not win a match at home last year. They were 0-6. They finished with a QRF ranking of 86.9. That would set them up as the 58th best team out of 124 in the class rankings and 195 out of 404 teams in the state. They would, as we mentioned earlier when we recapped Detroit Lakes, they would open up the season with a 3-0 loss to Detroit Lakes on August 30th. They would pick up their first win in the ADA tournament on Saturday, September 10th with a 2-0 sweep over Climax Fisher. Their next win would be another 2-0 sweep over East Grand Forks. They would lose the next 3, pick up a 3-2 win in 5 sets over Hawley at Hawley. But then 5 days later, they would take on Hawley here at home, and then Hawley would sweep them 3-0. They would lose a couple more after that Holly matchup to Barnesville and Perham, and then pick up 2 wins in a row on September 29th and October 3rd. With 3-0 sweeps over Frazee and Thief River Falls, with both of those games being on the road. A couple losses after that on the road at Moorhead and Perham, and then they would go up to East Grand Forks on Monday, October 10th, and pick up a 3-1 win over the Green Wave. After that matchup with East Grand Forks, they'd go to the Eastview Invite Tournament on Friday, October 14th and Saturday, October 15th of last season. 2-0 losses to Kenyon, Wanamingo, and Eastville. They'd pick up a 2-0 win over Le Sueur Henderson, and then a pair of 2-0 losses to wrap up the Eastville tournament against Fillmore Central and Norwood Young America. They would come out of that with their last regular season game. It was a 3-2 loss to the Breckenridge Cowgirls here at home, a game that we had for you here on Magnitude Sports. They'd wrap up the season at the Moorhead Invite on Friday, October 21st and Saturday, October 22nd. Splitting 4 matches, a 2-0 loss to Roseville, a 2-1 win over Duluth East, a 2-1 loss to Spring Lake Park, and a 2-1 win over Monticello. After that, they would go to the Class AA section playoffs. They would win the play-in game on Wednesday, October 22nd on the road at Pelican Rapids with a 3-1 win over the Vikings, but then they would fall on the road in a 3-1 fashion to the Barnesville Trojans to have their season come to a conclusion on Friday, October 28th. So once again, 10-20 was their overall record last year, and for the Detroit Lake Lakers, 23-5. That's going to wrap up the first segment of your Edine Family Dentistry pregame show. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, dentures, visit EdineFamilyDentistry.com to schedule your appointment today. We also want to say thanks to our sponsors, Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Budget Blinds, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, and Cash Concrete. Cash Concrete will be bringing you your starting lineups here a little bit later in your Edine Family Dentistry pregame show. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
It's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
Edine Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Edine Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Edine Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at EdineFamilyDentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit CashConcreteFM.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glyndon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
All right, welcome back to DGF High School here as we move into our Dean Family Dentistry pregame show, the second segment. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, dentures, visit visit edeanfamilydentistry.com to schedule an appointment today. Once again, we want to thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching on Magnitude Sports or if you're watching on the DGF Schools YouTube channel. Wherever you're watching from, you can watch it on both. It's the exact same broadcast. If you don't believe me, switch back and forth and find out for yourself. It's the exact same broadcast as we're simulcasting to the DGF Schools YouTube channel. And for all home games and any road games for the Rebels that we have on Magnitude Sports this year, we'll also stream those to the DGF YouTube channel this season as well. Some interesting news from ESPN came in today. The Women's National Hockey League, the Women's NHL, it's going to debut with 6 teams in January of 2024. So for hockey fans who didn't already have enough hockey, now you have 6 more teams that you can watch. 3 from the United States, 3 from Canada. The Canada teams are Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto. And the American teams are New York, Minnesota, and I'm drawing a blank on the third one. New York, Minnesota, and Boston. That's the other one, Boston. So Minnesota fans, if you're looking for a hockey team that might be a little bit better than the Minnesota Wild, you might have one to cheer for in January of 2024. We'll see how the Minnesota Wild do this season. It's always been a tough sports season, whether you're a Wild fan, a Vikings fan, a Twins fan, or a Timberwolves fan, or a fan of all 3 of those. Keep this in mind. Minnesota female teams have had better success than the male teams. The Minnesota Lynx have won a pair of championships in 5 years, which is more than the Wild, Twins, and Vikings have done in the last 20 years combined. Wow, isn't that a mind blower, huh? All right, back to high school action now here for you. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, including Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Cash Concrete, Edine Family Dentistry, Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, and Budget Blinds, serving the Perham, DGF, Detroit Lakes, and Park Rapids and other areas around Minnesota, as well as in North Dakota, too. You can visit them online at budgetblinds.com. They'll be bringing you the player of the game tonight, whether it's from the Rebels or the Lakers. Whoever that player may be, your player of the game tonight in the postgame show is sponsored by the Budget Blinds. We're about 8 minutes away from the first serve and opening announcements of this one here. Your Libreros. We don't have the full starting lineups, but we do have the Libreros. And your starting lineups brought to you by Cash Concrete. The Librero for the Detroit Lakers will be Haley Thielen. She'll be out there wearing number 4. She's the junior Librero. And on the flip side for the Rebels, it'll be number 6, Camille Costello, a 5'5" freshman, who will be wearing the Librero jersey for the DGF Rebels. And your Libreros are brought to you by Cash Concrete here on Magnitude Sports. We're going to take one more time out. We'll come back with what should be the final segment of your Dean Family Dentistry pregame show when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glyndon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Welcome back to the Dean Family Dentistry pregame show here on the Magnitude Sports Network. We're about 5 minutes away from the Rebels and the Lakers squaring off here in Glyndon, Minnesota for the opening match for both of these teams, who come in 0-0 on the season. Let's take a look at what's coming up here on Magnitude Sports. We got the whole fall schedule on our website at magnitudesn.com. You can go there and click on the schedule button and see what you're seeing on the screen right now. So tonight it's DGF and Detroit Lakes, and then have a day off, and on Thursday we'll go to the Hive in Perham to get our first look at the Perham Yellow Jackets this season. They'll be taking on the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines. And then the very next day we kick off the football season between the Yellow Jackets and the Holly Nuggets, as they'll square off from Ted Minover Field in Perham. And then the DGF Rebels will open up their home portion of the schedule, the football schedule, against the Fergus Falls Otters on Friday, September 8th. And then we'll see the Rebels and Otters once again on the 11th right here on the volleyball court. And then we head out to Park Rapids as the Panthers will take on the Sabika Trojans. And then our first doubleheader of the season comes Tuesday, September 14th, when Perham will host the Barnesville Trojans and the DGF Rebels will host the Holly Nuggets. You can catch both of those games right here on Magnitude Sports. And of course, you can get the rest of that fall schedule by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at magnitudesn, or if you're watching on the DGF YouTube channel, you can subscribe to their channel or subscribe to both. Why don't you subscribe to both? That'd help both of us out. And then X, formerly known as Twitter, Magnitude SN on that, as well as Facebook and Magnitude Sports on Instagram is how you can find us on social media. Once again, we want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Budget Blinds, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Eden Family Dentistry, bringing you your pregame show, and Cash Concrete, bringing you your starting lineups. We're about 2 minutes away from those Cash Concrete starting lineups, and we'll take a break and be back with those starting lineups in not 2 minutes. We'll be back in just a moment here.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
It's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcasted on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Dean Family Dentistry pregame show. Your Cash Concrete starting lineups are just around the corner here as the Detroit Lakers are lining up, and now DGF will break their huddle and line up on their side of the service line here. And we'll turn it over to the PA announcer for those starting lineups. Still have the national anthem and all that good stuff coming up too.
DGF High School for tonight's 2023 season opening matchup between the Lakers of Detroit Lakes High School and your Rebels from Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton. DGF Public Schools welcomes you to this Minnesota State High School League event, and we urge you to practice good sportsmanship. Tonight's match is being played according to the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. These rules provide for fair competition among players. One goal of high school athletics is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one such value that makes this contest an educational experience. Everyone is responsible for keeping this game at a high level of good sportsmanship. Please be a positive example toward the teams, the coaches, and the respect of the decision of the officials. As you do, you enhance the atmosphere of educational athletics. Thank you for your attendance and cooperation. Now we ask that you stand if you are able.
All right, we will take a break for the national anthem, and we'll be back in about 90 seconds.
With the playing of our national anthem.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glyndon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Welcome back. National Anthem just finishing up. Your Cash Concrete starting lineups are right now.
Today's match are Rachel Johnson and Zandra Bina. These individuals are registered by the Minnesota State High School League. Their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the sport. Line judges tonight are Barb Olofs and Tara Jacobson. Let's take a moment and give our officials our thanks. Without them, we do not play tonight. Thank you to our officials. Now let's meet the players from each team. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Detroit Lakers. Number 2, Abria Blue. Number 3, Elena Dagan. Number 4, Haley Thielen. Number 5, Riley Johnson. Number 7, Carly Ruller. Number 8, Sophie Kalina. Number 9, Jaden Wimmer. Number 10, Mamie Hunter. Number 11, Logan Fredrickson. Number 14, Ava Jones. Number 16, Addison Wills. Number 17, Sydney Boardman. Number 18, Grace Gunderson. Number 19, Annalise Broughton. Manager, Bryn Gaffney. Head coach of the Lakers is Rachel Solom. She is assisted by Heidi Evans, Fletcher Nelson, and Kelly Richards. And now let's meet the players from the home team on the scoreboard, your DGF Rebels. First, let's meet the non-starters. Number 1, a junior defensive specialist, Livia West. Number 2, a senior right side hitter, Kendall Kruger. Number 4, a sophomore outside hitter, Carly Wagner. Number 9, a sophomore right side hitter, Carly Twiggy. Number 12, a junior middle hitter, Kiana Weiland. Number 17, a senior defensive specialist, Addison Jolsrud. Number 19, a junior center, Maddie Iwan. Now for tonight's starting lineup for the Rebels. Number 3, junior outside hitter, Michaela Gillen. Number 8, sophomore middle hitter, Aria Garrett. Number 10, sophomore outside hitter, Ellie Boyd. Number 11, junior right side hitter, Chloe Fuller. Number 13, senior middle hitter, Layla Fuss. Number 14, freshman center, Hallie Schreiber. And number 6, freshman libero, Camille Costello. Managers, Olivia Sanders and Annalise Oss. Head coach of the Rebels is Tessa Tisber. She is assisted by Andrea Anderson, Steph Hansen, Serena Hansen, and Morgan Dalzell. Lakers, Rebels, let's play volleyball.
All right, your starting lineups once again brought to you by Cash Concrete, and that will wrap up your Edine Family Dentistry pregame show as we get ready to get things rolling here. And that just reminded me, I need to reset our scoreboard really quick before we put that scoreboard up on screen. As they play Van Halen Jump, I'm going to turn off my microphone here. And we're underway here with Detroit Lakes getting the first point.
Killed by Grace Gunderson, point Lakers. Ava Jones serving.
So Ava Jones here with the serve. DGF will set it up for a near side attack. Couldn't get it over. It was blocked by the net there by Logan Fredrickson, and Detroit Lakes takes a quick 2-0 lead as Ava Jones will continue on the serve here for DGF, excuse me, for Detroit Lakes. It's one of the 3 teams we've covered recently. That one's out of bounds, and another point for Detroit Lakes. So the Lakers take a 3-0 lead. Jones will serve it over again. Costello makes first contact to the net. They can't get it over, and Detroit Lakes takes a 4-0 lead here in set 1. So Jones with her 5th serve to start things off here. We'll see if DGF can get a point here, and they can! It's going to be Chloe Fuller with the first point for DGF.
Point Rebels, serving. Ellie Boyd.
Ellie Boyd with the serve. Standing serve is over. First contact is made. Here's the set by Jones, and the attack at the net's blocked. Push back over. Costello on the second touch sets it out far side there for Fuller. Fuller gets it over, and now Detroit Lakes will bump over a free ball here for the Rebels. Set up, middle of the net attack is pushed over. A nice dig out there by Thielen. And now from the far side, and a dig out there by Costello. Now a near side attack, gets over and down, give that one to B. Ellen, and it's 4-2. So after dropping the first 4, DGF gets half of those back. Here's Detroit Lakes, middle of the net attack is down, and another kill there for Logan Fredrickson. And that gives the Lakers a 5-2 lead.
Killed by Fredrickson, point Lakers, serving Grace Gunderson.
So Grace Gunderson, excuse me, will serve it out of bounds, and
Layla Foss serving.
5-3 your score in favor of the Lakers. They'll go on the attack near side. That one's too far. Knew it the moment it was touched there by Riley Johnson. And now it is 5-4 as DGF finds their way back into this one after dropping a 4-0 deficit. They have climbed back, outscoring the Lakers 4-1 since going down 4-0. That attack's over and down. Give the kill there to Helena Daggett.
Kill by Daggett, point Lakers. Now serving Haley Thielen.
6-4 now your score.
Point DGF.
And a net violation, or not a net violation, a service error, excuse me. Makes it 5-6. Serve from DGF is over. Jones will set it up. Near side attack is over and down, and that's a kill for Riley Johnson. 7-5 in favor of the Detroit Lake Lakers. It's been a good one so far here. We'll see if DGF can stay in this. As Detroit Lakes looks to regain their 4-0 or their 4-point advantage that they had early on. Here's the middle of an attack. Garrett sends it over, and it's going to be tipped, and that'll be a kill for Garrett, and it's now 7-6. Now knotted up at 7 each here. First tie of the game comes at 7-7. Can DGF take the lead? We'll find out. Far side attack, and it's over. Dug out by Costello on the second touch. Bumped over on a free ball there for the Lakers. Jones will set it up. Far side attack is over. Tipped at the net, and the Rebels can't control it.
Kill by Addison Wills. Point Lakers.
Addison Wills on the far side ends the 4-point streak by DGF to take a 7-8 lead, or an 8-7 lead, I should say. Garrett got it through the blockers and down. We're tied at 8 once again.
Point DGF. Serving number 6, Camille Costello.
That serve is over. Jones will set it up, and middle of the net attack is down and in the inside corner for a point. 9-8 as Detroit Lakes takes the lead back.
Addison Wills serving for the Lakers.
And that one will go into the net. It's a service error, and we're tied at 9. So we're tied at 7, tied at 8, and tied at 9.
Schreiber serving for the Rebels.
Schreiber with the serve. The high arcing serve is over. First touch by Thielen. Jones will set it up. Blocked at the net. Out of bounds. Point Detroit Lakes.
Kill by Fredrickson. Point Lakers. Jones serving.
So DGF ties it at 7, 8, and 9, but they have not had a lead yet in this match. Dug out by Thielen. Jones will set it up for a far side attack. That's blocked at the net, out of bounds, and a point to Detroit Lakes maybe. No official signal yet. They're awarding the point to DGF. They're saying that it was tipped, and we're tied at 10.
Ellie Boyd serving.
So Ellie Boyd will go back to this on the serve. Once again, DGF looking for their first lead of the match. They have not had one yet. They've only been able to tie it on 4 occasions. And that one's tipped and now dropped for a point for Detroit Lakes. And once again, Detroit Lakes does not give up the lead. 11-10. Tied at 7, 8, 9, and 10. So So we've had 4 ties here in the first set. Far side attack, and that one didn't get the angle she was looking for. It'll drop on the wrong side of the net, and Detroit Lakes takes a 2-point advantage here at 12-10. So Jones will jump serve it over, and a whistle, and it's a rotation violation on DGF. So that'll give Detroit Lakes a 3-point advantage. 13-10 now here in set 1. Once again, these two teams met at the start of the season last season, and Detroit Lakes would sweep the Rebels 3-0. Rebels looking to avoid that here, if not pick up a win. Tipped at the net, and a nice job recovering there by Riley Johnson. Far side attack is through the blockers, and it's gonna, will that be a double touch? They're calling it a lift. It is a touch violation, and now the Detroit Lakers have a 4-point lead again. They were leading 4-0, now they lead 14-10. Little hop serve is up and over. DGF will control it, set it up for a near side attack, then it's blocked at the net by Riley Johnson as Michaela Bielen didn't power it through enough, and it's a 15-10 lead now here for Detroit Lakes. Serve is over, and they're gonna have to chase it, and now a free ball back over to the Lakers. Thielen. Now Jones will set it up, back set it, near side attack is down, and Riley Johnson gets the point. 16-10, Detroit Lakes with the lead. And that'll take us to a DGF timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Welcome back to Glyndon, Minnesota, DGF High School, where the Detroit Lakers have a 16-10 lead. We want to thank our sponsors, including Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Budget Blinds, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Edine Family Dentistry, and Cash Concrete for bringing you broadcast coverage of the DGF Rebels volleyball and football team this fall. And we'll have some basketball for you this winter as well. Detroit Lakes, coming out of the DGF timeout, has scored 6 straight since this game was tied at 10-10, and now they have scored 7 straight to take a 17-10 lead here in the first set. Jump serve is over and out of bounds, and that's the first point the DGF has scored in 7 straight.
Serving, Layla Fuss.
11 serving 17 as Foss serves it over. And Jones couldn't control it. Will that be a lift violation? It will be a touch violation. And it's 12-17. Standing serve from the middle of the service line. Thielen to Jones, set it up, pushed over, middle of the net, kept alive there by the Rebels. And now a free ball will not make it back to the Lakers, and it will be 18-12. So DGF scores 2 in a row, but the serve goes back to Detroit Lakes now, leading by 6. It'll be the junior libero Haley Thielen with the standing serve, powers it over the top of the net. One touch back to the Lakers. Jones will back set it near side, and it was blocked at the net by Garrett, and now be a point for the Rebels. 18-13. Serve is over. Jones will set it up, far side attack through the blockers. DGF gets it back over somehow, some way, and then it's tipped right back over. I believe it was Reller. No, check that, wrong jersey number. It was Helena Daggett who got that point for Detroit Lakes on the block. And it's 13-19.
For the Lakers.
Jump serve is over. Costello makes first contact. Here's the set far side. Pushed over there by, I believe that was Bielen who pushed it over. And then back over in front of the back line. Touched up by Ellie Boyd. Costello sends it back over. Jones will set it up. Middle of the net attack. Pushed over. And a nice diving dig out there by Costello. But her teammates couldn't help her out. And the point goes to Detroit Lakes. And it's 20-13, as I forgot to add the point last time. My apologies. So after DGF scored 2 in a row and the teams trade points, Detroit Lakes has now scored 2 to take a 7-point advantage here in the first set. That one goes into the net, and now they'll take an 8-point advantage as it's 21-13. First one to 25 will win the match, or you got to win by 2. Back to serve here is Riley Johnson for the Lakers. That serve is over. They'll set it up. Garrett blocked at the net, and it's a point. Ava Jones was one of the 2 Lakers in on the block. Couldn't quite catch the other one there. It's 22-13 in favor of Detroit Lakes, as they have now scored 4 in a row since DGF made it 18-13. Jump serve is over. They'll set it up for middle of the attack for Garrett, and Thielen can't get underneath it, and Garrett will get the kill.
Point Rebels. Bielen serving.
So that ends a 4-point scoring streak for Detroit Lakes. 22-14 our score now. Jones will bump set it here. 10-foot line attack is over the back line. Another point for DGF, 22-15. When it was 6-5, DGF. No, I take that back. DGF has never scored more than 2 in a row in the first set so far. And they will score 2 in a row here as the serve goes back to Detroit Lakes, with the score being 23-15. Out of bounds, make it 23-16. So they'll chase the ball down. Fan in the DGF side of the gym will toss it back to Costello. She'll set up behind the service line. She'll run it up. Little hop serve is over. And one touch, and then nice job there by Ava Jones to punch it back over to the Rebels. Now it comes back, and Jones will fire it out of bounds, and 23-17 is our score. Your Frontier Airlines Go Wild set recap is coming up here after this first set concludes. Serve, Thielen to Jones, set it up far side. I think that one was tipped, and it will be a kill on the far side there for Grace Gunderson. And that makes it set point for Detroit Lakes at 24-17.
Addison Wills serving for the Lakers.
Addison Wills, a junior outside hitter, will send it over on set point. Rebels look to send it back. One touch back to the Rebels, and then it's punched back over there by Layla Fuss, excuse me. And DGF will get the point. 24-18.
Schreiber serving.
And that one will go out of bounds, and that'll win it for Detroit Lakes. They take the first set, 25-18. We'll take a break. Your Frontier Airlines Go Wild recap presented by Frontier Airlines is coming up in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're Flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
All right, welcome back to Glyndon, Minnesota here at DGF High School as the Detroit Lakers take the first set 25-18. Your Go Wild recap presented by Frontier Airlines. Visit flyfrontier.com today to learn about the Go Wild Pass and lock in one-way flights both in and out of both Fargo and Minneapolis for as low as $15 per flight. Once again, that's flyfrontier.com. Detroit Lakes started with a 4-0 start to that first set. DGF would get 2 back. The Detroit Lakes would score 1 to make it 5-2. DGF would cut the lead down to 5-4 before Detroit Lakes scored again to make it 6-4. And Detroit Lakes would build that lead up to 7-5. DGF would battle back to tie it at 7. Detroit Lakes would take the lead. DGF would tie it at 8. Lakers take the lead at 9-8. DGF ties it at 9. Lakers take the lead at 10-10. DGF ties it at 10-10. And then Detroit Lakes rattles off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row to make it 16-10. DGF would take a timeout. Coming out of the timeout, Detroit Lakes would score again to make it 17-10. Then DGF would score 2 to cut the lead down to 17-12. Detroit Lakes would score. DGF would trim it to 13-18. Detroit Lakes would score 4 in a row to build their lead to 22-13. DGF would battle back with 2 of their own to cut the lead down to 22-15. Then it was 23-15. DGF would score 2 more to trim the lead down to 23-17. Detroit Lakes would get set point at 24-17. DGF would score, and then Detroit Lakes would finish it off at 25-18, and we're underway with set 2 as the 2 teams will stay on the same side of the net, and it will be DGF getting the first point of set number 2, and it's 1-0 Rebels. Ellie Boyd with the serve here for DGF. Serve is over. Thielen makes first contact as Jones will set it up for the attack. Pushed over with 2 hands. Controlled nicely there by Bielen. Far side attack is dug out just in front of the back line. A bump set there by Jones, and DeCostello couldn't dig it out. And the kill from the far side
Point Lakers.
goes to Grace Gunderson. And we're tied at 1-1 now. And it'll be the aforementioned Gunderson back for the serve here for Detroit Lakes. Too many D teams in this game right now. Hopefully I'll get it figured out here by the end of this set. Blocked at the net and kept alive there by DGF. They'll bump set it over there on the bump by Fuller. Jones will set it up, far side attack there for Helena Daggett. Comes right back to the Lakers. Jones will set it up again, this time in middle, the net attack is down. And that kill will go into the books for Logan Fredrickson, and Detroit Lakes takes their first lead of set 2 at 2-1. So DGF 1-0, tied at 1, and now DL with a 2-1 lead. Serve is just barely over and down for the first ace of the game to make it 3-1. Grace Gunderson with her first ace of the season. Gunderson will serve it over again. DGF controls this one, pushed over by Bielen. Jones on the second touch, not your side attack and dug out, and there's going to be a touch violation on Detroit Lakes. A lift is called, and it's 3-2.
Layla Foss serving.
So Foss will go back to serve here for the Rebels. I think we're just going to go with Rebels and Lakers from here on out. Far side attack over the net, through the blockers, off the tape of the net and down, and give that kill to Helena Daggett. As the Lakers double up here on the Rebels at 4-2. Thielen back to serve now here for the Lakers. Haley Thielen, a junior for Detroit Lakes this year. Just in front of the 10-foot line, sends it over. Thielen to Jones, and then a middle of the net push over there. Costello on the second touch for Bielen, and then Thielen will dig that out with two hands. Bump set, far side attack. Nice dig out in front of the back line there for the Rebels. Bielen will try it, and Thielen keeps it alive. Sent back over and controlled by the Rebels. Here's the set, far side, sent over, dug out by Thielen. Jones will set it up behind the 10-foot line, blocked at the net by Garrett, blocked at the net by Garrett again, and it's 3-4.
Point DGF. Fuller serving for the Rebels.
So 4-3, the Lakers with the 1-point advantage and the 1-set advantage. Standing serve just over, and a nice serve there by DGF. Costello dives, pushed over there by Schreiber. And blocked at the net, but no, it's through the blockers and down. The kill will go to Riley Johnson.
Point DL.
And it's 5-3 in favor of the Lakers as the
Riley Johnson serving for the Lakers.
Young lady scoring the point. Riley Johnson will go back to serve. Johnson serves it over. Costello makes first contact. Here's the set for check that Garrett. Jones with a nice dig out. Free ball here for the Rebels. Can they control it? Costello will bump set it. Far side, Bielen over and down, and we'll take that back. It's 4-5. DGF will get the serve. Going back to serve is Michaela Bielen. Bielen's serve is over. Jones will bump set it. Far side attack, blocked at the net by Garrett. Back over to the Lakers. Jones will set it up again, sent over there by Riley Johnson. Here's Bielen. Off the hands of a couple blockers there. Controlled by the Lakers. Far side attack, dig out by Costello. Nice job. They'll set it up near side here for Ellie Boyd, who gets it down for the point.
Ellie Boyd with the kill.
And we're tied at 5.
Point DGF.
It's our first tie since we were tied at 1-1. DGF had a 1-0 lead. Detroit Lakes are tied at 1-1, take the lead at 2-1, and now we're tied at 5. See if DGF can get the lead back or not. Far side attack, it's tipped, and that's a point for Detroit Lakes.
Kill by Wolves.
6-5 our score.
Daggett serving.
Helena Daggett, a senior middle hitter, will serve it over. Costello makes first contact. Garrett in front of the 10-foot line sends it over, and Garrett will get the kill. A little miscommunication in front of in the back court there for Detroit Lakes, and we're tied at 6.
Camille Costello now serving.
The Librero Costello, a freshman, goes back to serve for DGF. Thielen. Now Jones bump sets it, 10-foot line attack is into the net, and a point for the Rebels. And the Rebels have their second lead of set 2 at 7-6. Costello will serve it up again. Costello serve into the net, we're tied at 7-7. On a service error, the second service error of the match.
Will serving.
First one, service error by Detroit Lakes, and now both teams have one. That one's powered over, but nice dig out there on the backside by Addison Wills. Boyd sends it over, but it's blocked at the net, and it's a point for Detroit Lakes as they take a 7-8 lead. Back to serve is Addison Wills for Detroit Lakes. And the Lakers serve is over. First contact by Boyd. Send it over far side, and that one's down. It's Kendall Kruger with the point.
Kill by Kruger. Point DGF.
Tied at 8.
Hallie Schreiber now serving.
We were tied at 7 and tied at 8 back in set 1 as well. Exactly the scenario here in set 2 at the moment. That one is going to be a kill. Nice job from the far side there for Grace Gunderson, who gives Detroit Lakes the lead. 9-8.
Now serving.
And it'll be Gunderson, or no, check that. Is it? I think it's Ava Jones serving. It's either 14 or 18. It's 14, so it's Ava Jones serving. Costello, second set there by Schreiber, who will set it up, and it goes out of bounds on a point for Detroit Lakes, 10-8. Jones with the serve is over. First contact made there by Bielen, and now it's sent over there by Fuller. Jones will back set it, near side attack there for Riley Johnson, and then tipped down at the net on the return there by Logan Fredrickson, and the Lakers get a 3-point advantage at 11-8. Fredrickson with a nice awareness and another ace serve here.
Ace by Ava Jones. Timeout, DGF.
And that'll bring us to a timeout as Ava Jones gets the ace serve, and we'll take a break with him and be right back here in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Mike and Joe of Huseman Schreiber Masonry started the company in the spring of 2011 and have over 38 years of masonry experience. Based out of Glendon, Minnesota, Huseman Schreiber Masonry have completed projects for several satisfied clients, including Monaga High School, Center for Scouting in Fargo, and the Spirit Lakes Tribe EMS building in Fort Totten. That's just a few of their recent projects. Huseman Schreiber Masonry is now hiring. Work year-round. Learn more about this 5-star rated company on their Facebook page. Just search Huseman Schreiber Masonry.
All right, welcome back. You only missed the serve. Now back over to the Lakers. Jones will set it up for a far side attack, and it lands inbounds inside of the near corner. Nice kill there by Grace Gunderson, and out of the DGF timeout, Detroit Lakes extends their lead to 13-8. Ava Jones, who had the ace right before that timeout. Push back over and down.
Kill by Fredrickson.
Nice court awareness there by Logan Fredrickson, and it's 14-8. Lakers have scored 6 straight since the 8-8 tie, and now make it 7 straight since the 8-8 tie, and it's 15-8.
By Ava Jones.
Now going to the books as an ace serve. Second ace serve of this service line visit for Ava Jones. Blocked at the net, kept alive there nicely by Coley Feller. And now Fuller will send it over. Thielen, Jones, back set, near side, Johnson over and down for the kill.
Kill by Riley Johnson.
And the Lakers double up on the Rebels, 16-8 here in set number 2. Jones with another serve, and almost another ace, sent back over there by Fuss. And that one is dug out. Second touch, bump set far side, blocked at the net, and it was touched by the Rebels. That ball was heading out of bounds. If the Rebels would have let it go, it would have been a point for DGF. But now the Rebels will take another timeout, as they have not scored since their last timeout. It's been a while since they've scored. They've given up 9 straight here. And DGF will take another timeout, and so will we. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
All right, welcome back. (17-8) in favor of the Detroit Lake Lakers here in the second set. And Ava Jones has been at the service line for some time now. She has 2 aces on this trip to the service line, and it's out of bounds, and the point goes to Detroit Lakes. Detroit Lakes has now scored 10 in a row and make it 11 in a row as that one will sail out of bounds, and it's 19-8. DGF took a timeout after the ace serve by Jones that would make the score 12-8. And then they would take another timeout after after Detroit Lakes scored their 17th point. And now out of the timeout, Detroit Lakes is 2-0. Thielen will dig out that one, and Jones slips, and an unfortunate incident there for Detroit Lakes. And they're going to bring out a towel and wipe up whatever it was that Jones slipped on there. So DGF will get the point on that one. Not the way that DGF would like to score a point, but thankfully Jones had nothing more than a lost point there. Sure, Detroit Lakes would sacrifice a point to make sure their players stay healthy and no injuries occur. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Great Clips. Download the Great Clips app from the App Store today to find the location nearest you. Also, Dakota Fins and Feathers. If you love hunting and fishing, then you'll love Dakota Fins and Feathers on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel today. Also want to say thanks to Budget Blinds, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, and Clay County Health. Clay County Health reminds you that most DGF students would rather not vape when hanging out with their friends. Healthy people create healthy communities. Also, Randall's Excavating, Edine Family Dentistry, and Cash Concrete, as they continue to make sure that that floor is dry and playable. We thank you for tuning in to the broadcast here. 1-0 set lead for Detroit Lakes. They took the first set 25-18. And now the serve will get back under action here. Jones, this time she does not slip. Sets it up for a kill.
Gunderson now serving.
20-9 with Gunderson back to serve here for the Lakers. That one's over and out of bounds.
Point DGF.
So the Rebels get a point back. Going back to serve here is Layla Fuss. Fuss sends it over. First contact is made as Jones will set it up. Near side attack. Johnson tipped through the blockers and down for a point. 21-10 in favor of Detroit Lakes. As it will be Haley Thielen going back to serve now. Powerful serve over. That'll be Schreiber setting it up, and now back over to the Lakers' second touch. 10-foot line attack is over, and 10-foot line attack is down for a kill. I believe it was Gunderson who got that point. 22-10. Thielen to serve here. Can she finish out this set at the service line? We'll find out. She has these speedy serves. Dug out there by Bielen. Garrett sends it over. A nice dig out there by Wills. And now through the blockers and down. Give that kill to Daggett. And it's 23-10 in favor of the Lakers. And another serve here from Thielen. Schreiber with a bump set, far side, sent over there by Fuller. Now Jones will set it up for Riley Johnson, blocked at the net, stays with the Lakers. Far side attack, that one's dug out by Schreiber. Bump set there, and then right in front of the 10-foot line, Fuller sends it over. It's tipped, and Fuller will get the kill. It's 23-11. So a nice volley there, awarding DGF with the point. And it'll be Fuller going back to serve now here for DGF. Her team down 23-11. Can they make a rally here and cut into this deficit? Riley Johnson will assist in that. She sends it out of bounds and make it 12-23. Fuller will serve once again here for the Rebels. Serve is over. Thielen makes first contact as Jones sets it up far side. And a nice recovery there as they're going to give a whistle and a lift is called. It's a touch violation on the Rebels. So that'll be set point now here for Detroit Lakes. 24-12. Last tie was at 8-8, and Detroit Lakes took off from that point. They have not looked back. Can they finish it off here? Sent over and down, and they cannot get it back over. And a point here for the Rebels.
Michaela Bielan now serving.
So with the junior outside hitter, standing 5'8" tall, Michaela Bielan with the serve. Knee set and down for the final point is Helena Daggett. And that will win it.
Takes game 2, 25-13.
25-13, your final in set 2. And we'll move on to set 3. Your Go Wild set recap brought to you by Frontier Airlines is coming up in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
All right, Rebel fans.
Concrete is used in nearly every business and residence thanks to its durability and low cost. Whether it's your home, farm, or business, your concrete will likely need maintenance or repair given our harsh winters. The team at Cash Concrete has over 20 years experience and is able to provide the best, most cost-effective service in today's market. Call 701-219-0425 or visit cashconcretefm.com to get your free quote. Cash Concrete, proudly serving North Dakota and Minnesota commercial businesses and the community since 1995.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
Eating Family Dentistry is dedicated to meet and exceed the patient's expectations by providing the most personalized care possible in a relaxing environment, and they use the latest technology and advancements in dentistry. The team at Eating Family Dentistry is professional, thoughtful, and friendly. Whether you need a dental checkup, fillings, crowns, bridges, implants, or dentures, Eating Family Dentistry is here for you and the entire family. Visit them online at eatingfamilydentistry.com or in person at 802 Center Avenue West in Dilworth.
All right, welcome back. 25-18, 25-13. First two sets go to the Detroit Lakers. They take a 2-0 lead here in this match. And DGF could be potentially down to their final set. We'll see if they can put something together here and force that fourth set. Your Go Wild set recap presented by Frontier Airlines. Visit flyfrontier.com today to learn about the Go Wild Pass and lock in one-way flights in and out of both Fargo and Minneapolis for as low as $15 per flight. Once again, visit flyfrontier.com to learn more about the Go Wild Pass. DGF struck first in that second set to take a 1-0 lead. Detroit Lakes would tie it up. They would take a 2-1 lead, and then on an ace serve by Grace Gunderson, they'd take a 3-1 lead. DGF would score again to trim the lead to 3-2, but then the teams would trade points until it was tied at 5, tied at 6, tied at 7, tied at 8, and then Detroit Lakes went on a roll, scoring the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points to take a 19-8 lead, including 2 ace serves in that window of points by Ava Jones. And now DGF will take a 1-0 lead just like they did in set number 2. After scoring those 11 in a row to take that 19-8 lead, a slip by Ava Jones would give DGF one more point at 19-9, and then to be 29, and they would cruise forward to that 25-13 win in set number 2. And for the first time in this match, DGF has a two-point lead. That one's sent over, and what's the call? It's a net violation on DGF. And that'll put the Lakers on the board. It's 2-1 in favor of the Rebels.
Ava Jones serving.
So Ava Jones, who had 2 aces in set 2, goes back to the service line. Costello prevent that ace. Schreiber will set it up, middle of the net, cannot get it over there as Fuss got a bad angle on that kill attempt. And we're tied at 2. Four ties in the first set. And 5 ties in the second set. Now 1 so far here in the third set, as Detroit Lakes will take their first lead at 2-3. Jones serves it over again. And pushed over by 2 hands there on the 10-foot line. Now bumped on the opposite 10-foot line there by Thielen. Comes over, Rebels control it, and blocked at the net. Lakers credit the block to Riley Johnson and Logan Fredrickson as they team up to give the Lakers a double-up lead over the Rebels at 4-2. Jones serve over, Schreiber will set it, and and what's the call? It's another net violation on, or it's a line violation actually. They're similar. Line violation makes it 5-2. And that one nearly hits the ceiling. Jones will recover, and that one's sent into the net, and an attack error will put DGF within 2. 5-3 our score in favor of the Lakers. Once again, if Detroit Lakes wins this set, that'll be the match. Ooh, nearly a line violation there. They'll go out of bounds. Michaela Bielen nearly slid her left foot over the line. Slid. I think I said something else. I meant to say slid. 6-3 now. Here's Detroit Lakes, doubles up once again on the Rebels. Schreiber with a bump set. Far side attack, I believe that was Bielen who sent it over. And now 1 touch on each side, sends it back to the Rebels. Costello with a bump set. Bielen will send it over. And punched over, hits the tape, and the volley will continue. Here's a more organized attack. Chasing after it there was Ellie Boyd. And the Rebels will send it back over, and the volley will continue. Riley Johnson blocked at the net. She'll get credit for the kill.
Kill by Johnson.
7-3 our score now in favor of Detroit Lakes in this non-conference, non-section matchup to open up the volleyball season here for these two teams. DGF lost to the eventual section champion Barnesville in the second round of the playoffs. So they get a point there.
Point DGF.
Bielen will get credit for the kill on that one, while Detroit Lakes went all the way to the state tournament, lost the first match, and then won out the season in the consolation round of that state tournament at the XL Energy Center. Always a fun place to play and a fun place to broadcast games from as well. As they'll wipe up some more sweat from the floor there on the Lakers side of the net. Here in the third set, first two sets go to Detroit Lakes, 25-13 or 25-18 and 25-13. Service error into the net will give the Lakers an 8-4 advantage.
Billy Thielen serving for the Lakers.
Junior Libero Thielen will serve it up. Standing serve from the middle of the service line is over. Schreiber on the second touch with a bump set far side, dug out by Thielen. And a bump set into the net will fall to the floor and score point for the Rebels.
Fuller serving.
Fuller will go back to serve with their team trailing by 3. It's 8-5 in favor of the Lakers. Fuller, a 5'10 junior for the Rebels this year. Thielen will dig it out. Jones will set it up. Far side, sent over. Nice dig out, back line, but couldn't get it set it up. And the kill will go to Addison Wills.
Point Lakers.
9-5 now is our score as the Lakers will get the serve.
Riley Johnson.
Riley Johnson, jump serve near side, it's over. And that will be an ace serve.
Point Lakers.
It's the fourth ace serve of the match. All 4 of them going to the Lakers. And that one into the net, and Jones able to keep it alive. Back over to the Rebels now. Garrett sends it over. Jones sends it back over in 2, and the Rebels were not ready, and they score the point.
Jones. Point Lakers.
11-5. Back to serve once again is Riley Johnson. Randall's Excavating post-game show coming up here after the conclusion of this match, whether it goes to sets ends here or if it goes to set 4 or 5. And Garrett pushes it a little bit closer to a potential set 4 as the Rebels pull themselves within 5. It's 11-6. See if they can continue the comeback. Jones will set it up, far side attack, and that one's dug out in front of the back line. Sent over there by Costello. Thielen will dig it out. Jones will set it up. Middle of the net attack is over. Costello digs it out. And punched over there by Bielen. Jones will set it up again. Far side attack is over. Out of bounds. Was it tipped? No, it wasn't. Point DGF.
Point DGF.
11-7, and the Rebels will get the serve. It looks like it'll be Bielen back to serve here for the Rebels. Bielen's serve is over and down for an ace.
Ace by Bielen.
That's the first ace serve for the Rebels of the match. (11-8). Jones sets it up. Far side attack blocked at the net. Right back, and it's touched out of bounds. And DGF will get the point. And all of a sudden, the Rebels are within 2. It's 11-9. At one point, the Rebels trailed 11-5. They have scored 4 straight. Serve is over. Bump set there by Jones. Sent back over there by Wills. Dug out by Costello. Now they'll set it up near side here for Ellie Boyd, and it's out of bounds. And the point will go to Detroit Lakes. 12-9 as Lakers retake a 3-point advantage here in the third set. Helena Daggett, the senior middle hitter, back to serve here for the Lakers. She sends it over. Set Garrett in front of the 10-foot line, sends it over. Jones sends it back over in 2 and finds the floor. Ava Jones has done a lot in this match. From both the service line and up front, and that lands for an ace.
Ace. Timeout DGF.
And DGF takes a timeout. And we will as well. 14-9 in favor of Detroit Lakes as we return in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
At 7 p.m. varsity football.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
All right, welcome back. Set 3, Lakers have a 14-9 lead. After an ace serve by Helena Daggett. And now out of the DGF timeout, it'll be Daggett serving once again here for the Lakers. And that one's out of bounds.
Point DGF.
So that's the first time. That's the first time in this match that DGF has scored a point coming out of one of their timeouts. See if that results in anything here in set 3 to possibly force a set 4. That one is not going to go in favor of the Rebels. Nice kill and a nice way to find the floor in front of the back line there for Grace Gunderson. 16-10 now, as Gunderson will go back to serve, and DGF will return it. Free ball here for the Lakers. Far side attack over, one touch, right back off the bump by Ellie Boyd. Blocked at the net, kept alive, and Costello will send it over, but it's blocked at the net and kept alive. Costello has to get over on that touch, and she does. And now a far side attack. Tipped out of bounds, and it's a point and a kill for the Lakers. 17-10 now. Or is it 16-10? I had 17-10. Looks like they have 16-10 here in the gym.
Point DGF.
Okay, I must have misassigned a point here. Let's take a look. Oh, it was 14-9 going into that timeout, and somehow I gave DGF, or I gave the point to the wrong team in my scorebook, so my apologies. 16-11 is the correct score. That one falls in bounds, and it's 17-11 now.
Haley Jones serving.
And that one's just a little bit too far. Pulls the Rebels back within 5.
Ellie Boyd.
Ellie Boyd will go back to serve. Serve is over. Thielen, now Jones sets it up. Middle of the net attack is through the blockers and down. Give the kill to Logan Fredrickson. 18-12. It'll be Gunderson going back to serve for the Lakers. Gunderson jump serve over. Costello makes first contact. Schreiber will set it up in the middle. Pushed over there by Fuller. Now Jones sets it up for Riley Johnson. Too far. Point Rebels. 13-18.
Point DGF.
And going back to serve here for DGF is Layla Fuss. 5'10" senior middle hitter. And a back set. Riley Johnson couldn't get the contact she was looking for on it. And the Rebels are back within 4. It's 18-14. Couple of big serves coming up here if they can get another serve. And that one's over and down. They will not get another serve. It's Fredrickson with the kill, and it's 19-14 in favor of Detroit Lakes. It'll be Thielen going back to serve now. Thielen's serve is over. Schreiber with the bump set. Far side attack is over. Nice dig out there. I believe that was Wills who dug it out. Sent back over. Dug out in front of the back line by Ellie Boyd. Bielen sends it back over. The Lakers cannot recover.
Chloe Fuller now serving.
19-15. DGF trying to stay in this and force a set 4. Here's Jones with the set. Far side attack over, dug out. Costello chases, but it goes out of bounds.
Kill by Wills.
And Wills will get the kill to make it 20-15 Detroit Lakes.
Riley Johnson now serving.
Johnson with a jump serve is over. Here's the set. Garrett, bad angle into the net, and that's a point for the Lakers. 21-15. Johnson will continue on the serve here for Detroit Lakes. Once again, coming up on Thursday, it's the Perham Yellow Jackets and the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines here on Magnitude Sports. So be sure to tune in for that one. Costello on the second touch, far side. I couldn't quite see who that was, and it turned out to be Kendall Kruger, who gets the kill on the point. 21-16, the Rebels get the serve back. It'll be Bielen back to serve for DGF. Thielen makes first contact, bump set by Jones behind the 10-foot line, and the attack is over. Nice dig out by Costello, and the Rebels will send a free ball back over. And another dig out. Here's the set. Far side sent over there by Boyd. Kept alive there by Bielen. Boyd sends it over again. And another dig out by Bielen. They'll set it up for Boyd one more time. Through the blockers and down, and Boyd gets the point. 21-17.
Point DGF.
Bielen standing serve this time. Pushed over, and a nice court awareness there. She saw that no DGF defenders were there, and Helena Daggett will push it over from down for the point. 17-22 as the serve goes back to Detroit Lakes. It'll go into the hands of Daggett. So 3 more points for Detroit Lakes to take a 3-0 sweep here, and they get one of those 3 points right now. Standing serve is over. This time it is controlled by DGF. Boyd through the blockers and down for a point.
Point DGF.
23-18. DGF is right there. If they can score 3 in a row before Detroit Lakes gets that 24th point, they might have an opportunity here. Costello with a slight jump serve. Thielen, now Jones. Sets it up, and that one's powered down by Gunderson. And it's match point now for Detroit Lakes at 24-18. Addison Wills has a chance to wrap this one up here at 24-18. Here's the set over. Controlled there by the Lakers. Jones will set it up. Can they win it here? Yes, they can. 25-18 in the third set, and they sweep this match 3-0 as the two teams will meet. So the Lakers start the season 1-0, the Rebels start the season 0-1. Your Randall's Excavating postgame show is coming up here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned, we're coming right back.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Did you know that healthy people make healthy communities? It's true. Choosing not to drink alcohol, not to vape, not to smoke, and making the choice to not use drugs are 4 of the best life choices you can make today. Did you also know that over half of your peers are not drinking, vaping, smoking, and are also choosing against drugs? If you are struggling with any of these choices, have a talk with a parent or trusted school staff member. For more information, search Clay County Public Health on Facebook, and remember that healthy people make healthy communities.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
All right, welcome back. Your final score, Lakers taking a 3-0 sweep, 25-18, 25-13, 25-18. As we kick off your Randall's Excavating postgame show. Don't go anywhere. We have your player of the game coming up here. But first, your Frontier Airlines Go Wild match recap. Starting back in set 1, Detroit Lakes got out to a 4-0 lead before DGF got on the board. They got 2 in a row to cut it down to 4-2. Detroit Lakes would score, DGF would get 2 more. The teams would trade points until it would be 7-7. Teams would trade points, tie it at 8, tie it at 9, tie it at 10. Detroit Lakes took an 11-10 lead in that first set, and they would score 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Detroit Lakes would build their lead to 16-10. DGF would take a timeout. The Lakers would come out, score the next point after that Rebels timeout to take a 17-10 lead before the Rebels would get 2 back at 17-11 and 17-12. Detroit Lakes would score, DGF would score, and then Detroit Lakes would score 4 in a row to build the lead to 22-13. DGF would get 2 of those back, trim the lead down to 22-15. DL would score, DGF would score 2 to trim the lead down to 23-17. And then Detroit Lakes and DGF and Detroit Lakes would swap points for the remainder of the match at 24-17, 24-18, and 25-18 as the Lakers would take set 1. Total of 1, 2, 3, 4 ties in that first set at 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10. For set 2, it would be DGF getting the first point to take a 1-0 lead. Detroit Lakes would take the 1-1, would tie it up at 1-1. They would score the next 2 in a row at 2-1, and on an ace serve by Grace Gunderson, they would take a 3-1 lead before DGF would respond to cut it down to 2-3. But Detroit Lakes would get the points scoring right back. They would Detroit Lakes and the Rebels would actually trade points through a 5-5 tie, a 6-6 tie, a 7-6 lead for the Rebels, and then on a service error, Detroit Lakes would tie it up at 7-7 on a service error by DGF. And then Detroit Lakes would take the lead at 8-7. DGF would tie it at 8-8. DGF would take a 9-8 lead, 10-8 lead, 11-8 lead, 12-8 lead, 13-8 after a timeout after 12-8 on an ace serve there by Ava Jones. Ava Jones would get another ace serve to extend the lead to 15-8. The Lakers would score 2 more to take a 17-8 lead, and DGF would take another timeout. After that Rebels timeout, the Detroit Lakers would score 2 more to make it a 19-8 lead. Detroit Lakes went on the attack, but some sweat on the floor would cause Ava Jones to slip, and that would give DGF a point to make it 19-9. But then the Lakers would come right back and score the next one to make it 29. DGF would respond to cut the lead in half at 20-10. And the Lakers would score the next three at 21-22, 23-10 before DGF would score to make it 23-11. They would cut the lead to 23-12. Detroit Lakes would get set point at 24-12. DGF would score again, and then the final point was scored by Detroit Lakes to make it 25-13 and to wrap up set number 2, which had 5 ties in set 2 at 1, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So a total of 9 ties through the first 2 sets, and a total of 3 ace serves in that second set. One by Grace Gunderson, the next 2 by Ava Jones during an 11-point streak where Ava Jones was at the service line. She would cap off 2 of those 11 points with ace serves. In set 3, DGF would actually start with a 2-0 lead before a DGF net violation would get the Lakers on the board at 2-1. They would tie it at 2-2, take a 3-2, 4-2, 5-2 lead, and then a line violation would give DGF a point at 5-3. Detroit Lakes would score points 6 and 7, take a 7-3 lead before DGF would score. Detroit Lakes would bounce right back, and the teams would trade points until it was 9-5, 10-5, and then on an ace serve by Riley Johnson for Detroit Lakes to make it 11-5. And then DGF would go on a little mini run of their own, scoring points 6, 7, and then on an ace serve by Michaela Bielen would make it 8-11 in favor of the Lakers, as the Rebels would continue their mini rally, scoring the next point to trim it down to a 2-point deficit, 11-9 in favor of Detroit Lakes. And then the Lakers would score the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row to build their lead back up to 17-10 after an ace serve by Helena Daggett to make the score 14-9. DGF would take a timeout. Out of the timeout, Lakers would score the next 3 to make it 17-10 before DGF would get 2 back to trim the lead down to 17-12. 18-12 Detroit Lakes. DGF would score 2 to make it 18-14. And then the teams would trade points at 19-14, 19-15. And then Detroit Lakes would go on another 2-point run at 21-15 before DGF scored 2 of their own to trim it back down to 17-21. And then Detroit Lakes would make it 22-17. And then another ace serve by Helena Daggett would make it 23-17. And then DGF would score to make it 23-18, and then Detroit Lakes would wrap up that third set by scoring the final 2 at 24-18 and 25-18. And that is your Go Wild recap presented by Frontier Airlines. Once again, visit flyfrontier.com today to learn about the Go Wild Pass and lock in one-way flights in and out of both Fargo and Minneapolis for as low as $15 with the Go Wild Pass. And once again, you can learn more about that at flyfrontier.com. We'll take a break. We'll come back and wrap up your Randall's Excavating post-game show, which will include your player of the game and a look at what's ahead here for these two teams, as well as what's ahead here on Magnitude Sports. And we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in waterline, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They also provide a large number of underground services and can complete your underground work from the street to the building. Randall's Excavating responds to emergency repairs of water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines, for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections, and they work with most plumbing contractors. For more info, visit randallsinc.com or call 701-219-9126.
Welcome back as once again the Lakers take the opening volleyball match of their season, 3-0 sweep style, 25-18, 25-13, 25-18. Your scores here in these 3 sets. Still to come, your Randall's Excavating Player of the Game. But first, let's take a look at what's ahead for these two teams. So Detroit Lakes now 1-0 on the season. And they will have... they'll be on the road at Barnesville on Thursday, and then they'll be home against the Perham Yellow Jackets on Tuesday, September 5th to kick off the month of September. They go on the road at Crosby Ironton, and then they're home on September 12th against Pequot Lakes, a team that defeated them 2 times last season. And then on September 14th, they take on the Attican Turkeys in Attican. After that game against the Turkeys, they will move to the Holly Tournament where the... let's see here. Detroit Lakers matchups haven't been determined just yet in that Holly tournament, but the teams participating in that Holly Invite tournament include Detroit Lakes, Wheaton Herman Norcross, Thief River Falls, Staples Motley, Perham, Lake of the Woods, Hancock, Frazee, East Grand Forks, Barnesville, Holly, and Badger Greenbush Middle River. Then after the Holly Invite, they have a home matchup on Tuesday, September 19th against the Moorhead Spuds. And then they go then they travel the opposite direction to Hopkins for another invite tournament. And the teams participating in that tournament where the matchups have not yet been determined include Woodbury, Minneapolis Washburn, Spring Lake Park, Minneapolis Roosevelt, Rogers, Norwood Young America, Minnehaha Academy, Minneapolis Southwest, Maple Grove, Eastview, Buffalo, Blaine, Hopkins, and Bemidji. Now, how many of those teams that Detroit Lakes will play is unknown, but those are the teams that they could play in that Hopkins tournament. And then out of the Hopkins tournament advances us to September 26th, where they'll have a trio of road games at East Grand Forks, at Staples Motley, at Thief River Falls before they come home to take on the Park Rapids area Panthers on October 5th. October 9th, they're back on the road at Rocori, and then they have 2 at home against Frazee and Bemidji on October 10th and 12th. And then on October 16th, they will go on the road to take on St. Cloud Apollo. And then they wrap up the regular season in the Fergus Falls Invite, and teams participating in that will be Winnimac, West Central area, Walker, Hackensack, Akeley, Sauk Center, Pequot Lakes, Pelican Rapids, Park Rapids area, Minnewaska area, Lake of the Woods, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, Breckenridge, Fergus Falls, and Holly in that Fergus Falls tournament. So that's a look ahead of what the now 1-0 Detroit Lakers have on their schedule. For the DGF Rebels, they go on the road to take on the Wolverines in Wadena Deer Creek on Tuesday, September 5th. And then they stay on the road at Pelican Rapids on September 7th. September 9th, they go to the Ada Borup tournament to take on possible opponents: Thief River Falls, Winnimac, Badger, Greenbush, Middle Roof, East Grand Forks, Underwood, Foston, Kitson County Central, Red Lake County Central, Sabika, Ada Borup West, and Winnimac. After that, they have 2 home games that you can catch here on Magnitude Sports. September 11th against the Fergus Falls Otters and September 14th against the Holly Nuggets. Then they go to Jackson County Central for another invite on September 16th. And then they have a home game against Park Rapids and a road game at Barnesville on the 19th and 21st of September before they go into a 5-game home stretch here from September 28th to October 9th, taking on Frazee, Thief River Falls, Moorhead, Perham, and East Grand Forks. And then they go on the road at Breckenridge on October 17th, and then they'll wrap up the regular season at the Moorhead Invite on October 20th, with their possible opponents being Wilmore, Wadena Deer Creek, Totino Grace, Spring Lake Park, Roseville, Rocori, Osseo, Nevis, Monticello, Duluth East, and Moorhead. The possible opponents there. Your player of the game brought to you by Randall's Excavating, and that's going to go to Ava Jones. She had those 2 aces during that 11-point streak for Detroit Lakes in set 2. She also had a bunch of sets to set up points for her teammates, and she had a lot of part in a lot of those mini runs. They had a 7-point run in set 1, an 11-point run in set 2, and I can't remember. Let's see here. They didn't really put on a magnificent run like they did in the first set 1 and set 2. DGF kind of battled a little bit more in set 3 to keep things somewhat interesting there in that 3rd and final set. but Ava Jones will be your player of the game for the Detroit Lake Lakers. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, including Frontier Airlines. Great Clips. Download the Great Clips app from the App Store to find the location nearest you today. Dakota Fins and Feathers, Budget Blinds, Huseman Schreiber Masonry, Clay County Health, Randall's Excavating, Edine Family Dentistry, and Cash Concrete for making today's broadcast possible here on Magnitude Sports. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming up here on Magnitude Sports. Now that we've looked at all these two teams, once again, you can find us on social media, X, formerly known as Twitter, in case you're not familiar with that. And if you go to magnitudesn.com, click on the schedule button, you'll see here that our next matchup is on Thursday. We'll see the Perham Yellow Jackets take on the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines, and then we kick off the football season on September 1st with Perham and Hawley, DGF Fergus Falls the 1 week later on September 8th, and then DGF and Fergus Falls on the volleyball court on September 11th. And you can look further in that schedule by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. Your final scores one more time here in this contest. If we can get that on the screen for you. 25-18, 25-13, and 25-18. For Janice on camera, thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks for you watching, whether it was on Magnitude Sports or the DGF Rebels YouTube channel. Once again, a 3-0 sweep for the Lakers to start the season as they move to 1-0, and the Rebels fall to 0-1 to open up their season here. And best of luck to both teams in their next matchup. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll talk to you again soon, Thursday, from the Hive in Perham. It's the Yellow Jackets and the Wadena Deer Creek Wolverines live here. 7:30 start for that one here on Magnitude Sports. Have a great night.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.